Must be for me. Hello? Yes? This is Jason? You... Oh. Oh, hello, Mr. Producer? Yes. Yes, paintings, yes. Oh. Apparently now, my channel is owned by somebody else. Somebody called The Producer. Well, how much did you pay for the channel? 50 pence? God, that's insulting. I thought it would have at least gone for 75p. Oh. Well, yes, sure, I'll make sure I do better paintings. How I'm going to do that? Oh, okay, you've got a challenge for me. You want me to paint a bird? Do you mean girl or... Oh, yes. No, I knew you meant a bird with feathers. Yeah. Oh, he's hung up. Oh, well, I suppose I better do the painting of a bird. Let's move over to the other angle. Well, the producer asked us to paint a bird, so I guess that's what we're going to have to do. Well, I suppose it's good having a producer telling you what to do. At least I don't have to think of anything now. All I have to do is do the paintings. Which is what I enjoy. So, I've got my watercolour plate of doom. No, it's just a plate with paint on. And I've got this Pigeon to paint. So the first thing I think I'll do is aim for this mass of colour. So, to me, it looks a bit pinky brown. So I'm going to use the... Okay, so we have a bird to paint. This I took a picture of this when I was walking with my brother round Nottingham Forest. Yeah, Nottingham Forest. We didn't see Robin Hood, and it wasn't in Sherwood Forest. It was Nottingham Forest. Or was it Sherwood Forest as well? I don't know. It's hard to tell, because it would have all been connected at one point. The only thing is, Robin Hood wasn't even real anyway. So I'm mixing a colour with some bit of burnt umber and a bit red. I'll throw a bit of white in. Just a bit. Bit of white gouache, that is. Now, let's have a look. Because we've got the pigeon right next to us, we can go right like that. We can eyeball it and try and get it as correct as we can by sight. So I do suggest when you're painting things, have them quite close. In fact, I try and go for as close as possible. And then you've got a better chance of seeing both images in one go. So when you're looking down at them, like I am, I'm looking down. But if you're looking across at them, you can do that. Look at both. And then you can go, it's a bit like a, what are they called? Where you get two pictures. Spot the difference. Spot the difference. There's a hair in there. I got it. Yeah, it's a bit like a spot the difference, and you start noticing things and you go, ooh, that needs changing. And then I've got my measuring tool, so I can go boink, Boing. So I can see now this is wider, and the angles, I always go like that, and then you can come over it and go like that. There it is, that way, that way, that way. Here we go, and then this. About there. Using the measuring tool again. Yeah, that's about right. Best do the old this thing as well. Looks about right to me, but we better check. Yeah, it's about right. It's about right. This will be a different pigeon anyway than that pigeon, because this one is going to be painted and that one isn't, so it's going to be different. So we don't worry. I don't worry. Get some blue, and the secret thing is bloom brown. Look. Probably need more blue, because look at that, it's quite a bluey grey, isn't it? Let's throw in some of our happy gouache white. There we go, that's closer. So the head, we've got the head, that comes up here, the head about there. There is a white bit as well, isn't there? We'll paint that white bit in afterwards. I'm looking at this and thinking, that's a bit weird. Look at how much we've got. It really is quite a lot. Quite a big space between that white spot and the head. Interesting. Let's try and get this head shape. Having a good look at it. I think it's about that. Let's just check. Just doing the old checks. Gotta do the old check. There we go, that's alright. That looks about right as well. So we'll carry on. The wings. Paper. Bit of paper there. I'll get rid of that. Yeah. Yeah, I was happy to get this photo actually. While I was out walking around the forest, Nottingham Forest. So if you're wondering about how to improve your colour mixing, it's all about doing it. There's no secret really. You've just got to do it. Just colour mix, and you get better at it. And really, it's the same as anything, isn't it? So that wood is very similar in colour to the pigeon. We'll call this a wood pigeon because it's a healthy looking pigeon. It's in its natural environment, and I like pigeons. People for some reason dislike them, but it's not a pigeon's fault that where trees were once, people have built buildings and now they're grazing where the buildings are. I don't know, I just feel sorry for them. Just get a bit of that wood, just using a bit of the brown, a bit of the burnt umber, throwing a bit of burnt umber into my colour. I might even go for a bit of the, I think that was burnt sienna. I don't know. That was also burnt umber. You see, with a plate like this, I tend to put different colours all on it and forget what they are, but it doesn't really matter, does it? Let's try this bit of red in there. Let's have a look at the rest of this. Oh yeah, I remember. Do you know, I had the kettle boiling and I forgot to make myself a cup of tea. So if the producer doesn't like this one, I've got to apologise. It's because I didn't have my cup of tea. So I think what I'll probably do now, yeah, I'm thinking maybe put a bit of the background in. I might just slosh in a bit of green. We're using watercolour, we can slosh around with the big brushes. So I'm thinking of getting some of this green and putting it there, and getting a bit of this yellow and putting that there, and getting a bit of that brown. And then we'll just sort of slosh some colour in here in the background. Okay. We don't want it to be on just a solid grey, it's boring, isn't it? So we can mix things up a bit. Literally. I bought a pair of scissors, a heavy pair of scissors that I use to cut out canvases, and for some reason I took them off. So then the painting started going everywhere. So here we go, a bit more green, a bit more green. Bit of brown. I'll put some underneath as well. start off very simple. Just going for the main shapes, really. Main shapes, bit of yellow ochre. Bit in there. I must have gone into a bit of white by accident, but that's alright. Just want this to be different. Bit of burnt sienna in there. So when I used to work at a cinema, the pigeons used to make their way inside sometimes, and I was one of the pigeon catchers, and I used to catch them and let them out. And I was glad to do it. Poor pigeons. Yeah, I like all animals, so there we go. That's made it a bit brighter, hasn't it? It's a bit brighter. Right, let's move this back. It was shining a bit. So we need to get the beak in. So I'm thinking yellow, red, into this white here. Because the beak is sort of a pinky orange, isn't it? So that way. Might have to wait for this paint to dry a bit, actually. I think I'll just give this a once over with a hairdryer. Okay. Now, as I've been looking at this, I can see this shape better. I haven't quite got that shape here, have I? So that needs working on. I think the beak is still about there. Let's just check from the wing. Go from the wing. So, we need to do some little corrections first. That wing needs to be in line, so it needs to be right there. There's a bit of white. Just like this. Like that. And there's the beak. Smooth operation. Okay, I think close. We got close. Obviously we need to move stuff a bit. So get a bit more of the brown and blue. More of the brown and blue, so we've got okay. Just looking at that angle, I think that would need cutting a little bit. So I think what I'll do, give it a bit of a haircut by getting some water, just pushing it. So you can do a degree of this washing out when you make errors. So then I'll wait for that bit to dry and I'll carry on. But while I'm waiting for that to dry, what I might do, get a bit of the white and get some of this bark on. So the white's quite wet, so this will melt away a bit, so don't worry about it being too bright. It's the thing you've got to start thinking about when you're using something like this. It does change. I'm just going to flick it like that. Sorry, my voice went. Just going to flick it round. There's a bit of dark under here. I'm looking forward to that cup of tea. Should have made one. But I forgot. Oh well. Just getting a bit of white just to lighten that there. There we go. Got a bit of a tree barky sort of look there. Just pulling that. So I picked up a bit more white to brighten that. Okay, there we go. Right. What I think I'll do is start putting the light around there. I need to work out where the eye is as well, which is about there. I think it's about there. Let's just get a dot of I think it's there. No. There. And while that's drying, I'm going to do, let's go into a bit of the gouache white. We're going to make a grey blue, but a lighter one. Something like that, I think. Start creating this. Knock some of the paint off, and then need to get that shape. Okay, and then there's like little bits. And then it goes quite white. Quite white. Down here. It's getting there, isn't it? It's a it's quite a slow process. There is paintings that I'm still working on to take forever. Take me forever anyway. I don't really consider myself a fast painter because I don't really paint enough. I should be painting 9 till 5 every day, but I work, so unfortunately I can't commit that amount of time to what I enjoy, but I can enjoy it still. It's just part of it, isn't it, when you do it for enjoyment. Just looking at the different patterns and trying to get an indication of it all. This isn't a anatomy painting or anything. Just trying to get a painting close. Try and get close. So we've got some light. It's a bit too light. Okay, see if we can manipulate this paint a bit so when it dries it looks a bit more feathery. So I'm going to leave areas without it and some areas with it. And then hopefully when it dries, throwing in a bit of this other red here and there. Okay, I'll do for that. Now I'll start darkening areas. Need to get a bit of the brown and blue. Just got some brown and blue on my brush there. Not enough blue. And then we've got the feathers, the tail feathers going underneath. To make sure we try and capture that light. While we've got that dark, we can start looking at this again. Okay. That's not bad. It's not bad. We can improve it though, can't we? We can improve it. We need to show the producer that we're going that extra mile. Got to make sure the producer's happy, otherwise he might try and find someone else to do this channel. Oh dear. Someone else. More red. I think that red's not quite right. I think I need more of a crimsony red. That's not bad. That's not bad actually. I need to put in the bit of a light greyish there as well. This feathery colour. Okay, let's have a look at this. think we can bring this a bit more of the blue and white. That's all I've got, just a bit more blue and white. Looking at this head. Let's try this. Bit of red in it. That's a bit too not on the top. I think it'll work actually on the top. So my pigeon's looking a bit ill. Oh no. So why is it looking so ill? I think it's because it's looking too poofy. Let's try and flatten that off a bit. That might help. See if that looks better. We've also got this area we haven't really done, so that might help. Let that dry a little bit. Come down here and do a few of these little details. Like I said, you can spend a long time on things like this. I've seen some amazing detailed paintings of animals. Ones that have absolutely blown my mind, to be honest. Just so good. Bit of light on there. We really need that eye to be brighter. Well, that's made it a lot better. Maybe we can increase the head size from there to there. Yeah, that does look a bit better actually. Let's have another game on here, see if we can use a bit of light to bring out some of this. Okay, we need to do these feet as well. Let's get some, what I'm going to do is get some of this reddy colour, red and brown, probably need some white in it. red and brown and white. Let's see what that looks like. So I've got one of the toes is there. One of them goes there. Another one there. And the other foot's there. Yeah. Just get a bit brown, just to do that. I'm going to give it another drying. I'm just going to oops. Just going to do a blotch there. Didn't mean to do. No. Yeah, well, since there's a blotch, I can always blotch a few other areas while we're at it. Nothing worse than when a hair gets on your paint. What you really should do when you get hair on the paint, especially when you're using watercolours, to get the dryer out and dry it off, because otherwise you can start fighting with it and ruin your whole painting. I say that because I've done that. I think what I'll do now to get that bit of white there, and I think we need some more almost pure bluey white, that when it dries it doesn't disappear. And just a little bit of light as well. Oops, that was too much. That was too wet. Need a few marks on these bits just to lighten them up a bit. And I think I think I'm about done as this dries. I think I'm about there. Nice little sketch, watercolour sketch of a pigeon. Not sure about that eye placement. This is how you really go crazy. It's about right, but I think it's too high. We'll do that. Put a bit of blue there. Dry. And we'll have another go. I think it should be. Should be there. Like a little bit lower. And then I'll look at it and go, oh, that's too low. I think that's about right. I think it'll do. Just going to dry that again. A bit of blue there. Dot. Black. Oh no, that's too far forward now. Let's get rid of it again. Okay. I think it's about there. Just needs a bit of a darker bit there. Okay, and I want that black dot again. Okay, so looking at it as a whole, I was almost finished, but I'm not. Because I can see that this area should be darker by a little bit. So if we can get some brown and red, I can darken this area here. And I think that'll improve it quite a lot. The other slight thing I can see is this. Yeah, that just sharpens that angle a bit as well. Just little tweaks, but you could be tweaking this forever. So I think I'll call that finished now. So there we go. Thanks very much for watching this episode. If you'd like to do the producer's challenge, then paint a bird. Hopefully I'll see you at another episode. These videos might interest you. I'll see you at another one. Cheers, bye.